one's different, okay? So he's going to do the back inward Kuzushi because I'm on the inward, okay? So answer some questions. Which way does his inertia have to be going? Say it out loud so the camera can hear you.
Forward.
Forward, okay? So I can't stop him and have him go backwards. Okay? So his center has to keep going forward. And then which way does he tilt? Back, toward me, away from me? Or forward? Does he tilt back? Does he tilt away? Forward or toward me? Toward me, because I'm the center of the circle. Okay? And then if he goes towards me, where's his weight? On his right leg or his left leg?
Left.
His left leg, okay? So when he comes forward and I tilt and I stop his head because I tilted it towards me, can his left leg go forward?
No.
What about his right?
Yes.
Yes, so his right goes up, you see? It goes up, I'll hold you. It goes up. That's what you're looking for, this position here. And then here's where the X pattern comes in. Okay? So you do this, for example, exactly in Kokyu Ho. And this is where the engine is. This part goes forward. There it is right there. Now you're going to do it with this hand. This hand does it all. Okay? Not both hands. This hand does it all. Ooh, there it is there. You guys see that? So I'm not doing Kankan. I'm not doing that. This hand takes the center, moves it forward, move around, and I go. Boom. I want to feel when that leg comes up. That's when I enter. Okay, try it. Boom, there it is there. Move around. Move. I want to feel when that leg comes up. All right, so I'm not going to enter behind him. I can't get there. I'm going to bring him forward because I want his center to go forward. Which way is my angle of deflection going? To my left. So which way does my angle of deviation have to go? To the right. It has to go to the right, so I can't go here. I go this way. Boom. The fight has to rotate. So I can't throw on the 180. Boom, I drove in here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Okay, don't go like this. And throw back in. Well, if I rotate, oh, here I am. Okay, try it again. This way. Okay. Here's where I have. Try to come in. No. So I move you the other way. That's where I go there. Okay? So let's do on this side so you can see. Okay. Home. It's moving you, right? Right, you see? Other hand's moving you. And I go the other way. Okay? Then I just hold my adhesions. Boom, right? You can't do it here. He has to pass you, then you can do it. But when you do it, you have to go here. Watch this hand now. Okay? This hand's going to do what it always does. This shape, this shape, this shape. Hold my wrist. Ezekiel. Okay? Boom. Don't pull. You have to do this shape. Boom. So the quad has to move. Boom. Quad has to open, but you can't rotate your hips. The quad opens. And you're doing it back on the other side. Got a pass. Okay, got it. Okay, in this variation, you're using this hand. We have variations where you use this hand. This hand does the whole thing. But we're not doing that. We're working on this hand. And this whole hand does the whole thing. See? Just like this upper arm is doing the whole thing. So don't come here, use this hand, you see? He is not out of the way. And now you go like this. This is different. This is way behind me, you see? And now this is all yang on yang, because you threw him into that hand, and now you gotta throw him. This hand does everything. Boom, forward, around, there's nothing there. Nothing but aiming a falling body. Boom. The other hand already did it. Boom. Did it. Then my Irimi is not challenged. Boom. And you can enter and base this place. Okay, try it.
You said that the neck hand is doing what?
I'm trying to have guide feet forward, but it feels like I'm going too far or something. So I'm trying not to drag it into me on that first. So it's a spiral, not just a line. But then it feels like I'm going forward too far, and then somehow the other hand ends up being behind me when I'm trying to get the neck hand correct. So it is a my issue, but I just don't know where that is supposed to be.
Okay. Anyone got the answer? Some of you have that same exact problem. What? Yeah, but see, this is like, we often think there's like a architectural problem. And it's not, you can only do so much with architecture. Then it has to do with what's your engine. Got it? What's your engine? Because you can't, something can have the same exact architecture, but the engine is different and it will not function the same, okay? So, for example, if we don't have him spinally displaced, okay, and he's pulling, it's not going to matter to me. You get it? Okay, why?
Because you're not, you're using your internal.
Which one? Yes, the Aiki. There's that adhesion there, okay? It's not that he's coming forward and I get out of the way and then I try to pull him, right? And I try to pull him, well, if you think about it, and this is what's happening, right? You get out of the way and you go, boom! And he's like, whoa, that's a freaking lot. Why would that be, why would that not be a yang-yang clash? You see? Or you're having to, right? It goes way past me, no matter how much I move. Or you're going to have to change your angle. You got to wait for him to come off you. He gets further in the back break fall, and then you start entering on the 12 line, right? Or you have to use this arm to do everything that you fucked up with this hand, okay? So you have to adhere. You're adhering in the grip. You are adhering on the arm, and the same thing here on the neck. So if you pay attention, when we hit that turn, where I reconcile your forward energy, this hand probably feels like this to you. Right? Right? Okay, because that's where it gets really sticky. It gets really sticky at that point because that's where the yang value increases. And so the adhesion is going to be that much more friction based. Okay? And that, if you watch that technique again, slow it down, I never even touched them with this other hand. It was all this hand, okay? All right, so that's where you need to go. And you're not going to get that in this drill, in this technique. It assumes you have that. You'll have to get that in the Aiki sets, okay? Any other questions? You feel that, Tristan? Because I can feel like every freaking vein and artery in your neck at that point. Right? It just goes. Okay? Got it? Alright, try it. So a drill to address the Aiki part. Okay, so he's going to be pulling. He's pulling on me. So I have to ground the front foot. And my adhesion point is in his palm. Don't try to do wrist stuff, okay? You know, don't do that stuff. Just here, in, then we go to the next adhesion on his hand, okay? On my hand. When do you think this hand can touch? At that center line. So pull, here's where they can touch, and then it carries it out to the yang line. Okay? Again, pull, pull. He's pulling that whole time, meaning he doesn't just pull there and now he stops pulling. He's still pulling, okay? So, pull, hop. Okay? Try it. So just like I'm not going to use wrist stuff here, I'm in his palm, I'm moving the palm. Same thing goes on this hand. You can't come on the inside and do this ledge here. You see? You can't do that. You have to be over here on the outside because that's where your angle of deflection is. There's no angle of deflection over here. Here's where you get hit. So it's palm, and then the side of his body is when I'm moving forward. The side of his arm. Palm, side. Okay? Try it again. Okay, we'll still have him pull. He's still pulling. Okay? Do the same thing. Adhesion. When it gets to the zhongjing, that's where this other hand can touch. When do you think I can touch his neck? When it gets to the zhongjing, you see? Then the other hand. You could put it on there, just don't dare use it. I wouldn't do it because it really exposes closes me. Do you see that? So you have to bring him past you, and here's where your hand now touches it. Okay? And we'll bring it forward again. Forward again. How far does he have to go? Till he passes me. You see? That's where he has to go. So, pull, there. Everything brings him past me to there. Okay? It looks just like he's pushing. That's what it should look like. Okay, try it. Now you know the answer. So when he's pulling, which foot's grounding? The front foot. Okay. As I move him past, which foot is going to be grounding now? The back foot. Okay. Which in this case is which of my feet? The left. Okay. So that means the right one is free to move. So the right one's free to move. I keep that same adhesion. Keep that same ground vector. Boom, boom. Right one moves, and I'm now adhering, not this easy way, but here from the side. Okay? Goes around. There we are. Okay, try it. I don't want you to throw. Just working on that part. Yeah. Right. The whole class started with he's going to go forward, you're going to turn his head, and that leg is going to come up. Because that's the back inward Kuzushi. Okay, so we're going to take out that part. I just want to get to here. Okay? So what's happening now is you're doing Federation Aikido. You're going to here. You see? But that's not the shape. You're bringing his head down, ahead of his hips. You see? That's not the shape. The shape is that his hips aren't there. So in other words, you're here. You see that? The shape is not that. The shape is his hips are not there, and his head is here. Okay? What you're doing when you get to there is you go here, that, and now you try to do that, okay? Some of you are crunching him. You're like, this is not the shape. What you do with the neck hand has to do the shape. So I can't make his head move in front of his hips. You see that? I cannot do that. I have to get his hips to move in front. So watch, you tell me what you feel. I don't know if they can see it, so. Speak louder so the camera can hear you.
The head moving first.
The head's moving first, and which way is it going? Go down. Do you guys see that? Down. On the other one, the head's going up. Do you see? What do you think the head going down versus the head going up does to the center? What?
It allows us to keep moving.
What?
Closes and opens.
Yeah, do you guys see that? So when you're here like that, I know that my stance is going to go down, but my hand can't change the shape. My hand has to keep the shape. The shape of him. Boom. You see? When does it go down? If you're interested in his head, when does it go down? That's our question. Let's watch again. Okay? Head's going down. Down. Other one. Head goes up. Here's where it goes down. You got it? So how would you describe that to yourself? It goes down when?
Just following him.
It goes down when?
When he goes down.
No.
After the hips have come through.
After the hips have come through. After the hips have gone forward, then the head goes down. Okay? On the other one, the hips have not come. All right, we had a little technical malfunction there, so we'll film what we are talking about at the end of the previous clip, and then we conclude in the next clip. There's two versions. One's wrong, one's right. One's an external version that if you use the external engine, the wrong version happens. You can't do the technique. It's also not martial. Aside from not being energetically correct, it's not martial. And then the other one is the right version. And so what I'm having people focus in on is the head to hip relationship. In the external wrong version, because I can't touch his feet, because I have no internal skills, when I move the head, when I step back, the feet follow the head. I'm linking, okay? And now this technique does not work. You got to do this stuff. In the correct version, because I can touch his feet from here, whether he's going forward or whether he's pulling back, it doesn't matter. I move his whole body goes forward, not his head. So as I go out, his whole body goes forward. Allowing for when does his head go down? When does his head come towards the ground? In the external engine, the head starts to come towards the ground before his feet even move. In the internal version, his head is actually going up, as you heard Tristan say. It's going up to keep his center able to move forward. Once his center passes, the head goes down after the hips pass, and so it doesn't go down until it's going back. The other one, he's still coming forward, and the head went down. On the other one, his head won't go down until he's going back. He's looking up. He never looks down at the mat. Okay, and then we have the last clip. On this one, the head is up, then his hips goes up, the head goes down. What does that do for me mechanically in terms of half X? Remember that? What's it do?
It reduces the amount of force you have to put in.
Okay, so it reduces the amount of force necessary to bring the head down. Because why?
Because it's what is.
Because what?
The centrifugal and centrifugal forces are adding to it.
Yeah, so the leg is going up with the centrifugal force. So I don't have to go boom and then wow, pick that up. I move his head, which I can do from an adhesion. When I'm external, I can't touch his feet from here. And so when I move his head, it comes down. From here, I can touch his center. Okay? Try it again.